If you know how to use AI, you can actually easily tell AI, do this for me while I can do other more productive things. You will think that you're there, but suddenly the market changes, the trend changes, new technologies show up, and suddenly you have to retrain the whole organization.
We're thrilled to speak with Cesar Salas, a seasoned global HR executive. Cesar plays a pivotal role in integrating people strategy with digital innovation in one of the world's leading analytics and operations management firms. And supporting this conversation today are Stephen Lenzen and Betsy Grimes, two of Jaspercolin's leading minds in research, insights, and HR transformation strategy.
Can you tell me about how your perspective on workforce agility and talent strategy have changed over the course of your career?
Even though we're talking today about skills and how to best use those skills towards the customers primarily, or how to make sure that your skills are adapted to the right jobs that you have to have in your organization, this is not new. Well, pretty much I can tell you that it's probably 40 years already talking about this, and maybe even before I joined HR, that this was already being discussed. So the essence is the same problem that we have. How do we ensure that we have a match between the needs of the organization, the needs of the customers, and the skills and abilities that the employees that you're going to put in the front line or in the back office are aligned? Is a delicate balance, because sometimes you don't have the right tools to assess what is the degree of expertise that someone can have in a particular dimension that you need or you may not need. What has been lacking is that there has to be a compromise. Perfect solution today will not fit you in 10 years from now. I don't fit in my suits when I was a kid, and it is the same suit. It's just that bodies change, needs change, so the organizations also change. And it's a constant evolving. You will think that you're there, but suddenly the market changes, the trend changes, new technologies show up, and suddenly you have to retrain the whole organization.
Where do you see AI and analytics either helping or hindering skills-based planning today?
I'm a firm believer that now AI is the final frontier, quoting my favorite show. It takes the burden off the person. If you know how to use AI, you can actually easily tell AI, do this for me while I can do other more productive things. Because there is always behind everything of these things a lot of data load or data gathering or information gathering that you have to do before you can launch anything. AI can be definitely the center point of it. And more companies need to invest in AI, need to have less fear from AI on what they can do and use it as competitive advantage.
Across the industries and the regions that you've worked in, do you feel like there's any where you've seen the most openness or perhaps the most resistance to adopting sort of a skills-based way of thinking?
Every industry has its own legacy way of thinking. I work in different industries, and some that are more conservative than others. They tend to be much more less inclined in invest in new technologies, less inclined in assess, let's say that, or thinking that their business is going to continue the same. It's like those companies that thought that printing yellow pages will be needed forever. I haven't seen a yellow pages book in years. This is something that happens. And I'm pretty sure that these guys thought that their business was solid and they will always have something. They wouldn't change. They would have the same customers and so on. But if you cannot anticipate on that, if your business is legacy or your mindset is legacy, you'll be taken out of. And we've seen several of these situations. The blockbusters versus the Netflix. Remember that. They just broke the market and then the other company disappeared. Digital cameras versus film cameras. Those industries that are not able to rebalance themselves or refocus or be thinking, what is the next thing? Even though it's going, that could mean that your current business will disappear because of you don't want it to launch something new. Someone else will come and do it for you. And then you lose everything.
I just want to take a moment and thank all of you for being part of this meaningful and forward-looking conversation on the real-world shift toward skills-based organizations. A special thank you to Cesar Salas. Thank you, everyone.